Hey y'all, welcome to Sweet Pea Southern Home. My name is Christy and we are going to do a full garden tour today. Today is July 14th and y'all are about to see what a super neglected garden looks like, but it's still giving some things, and for that I am grateful. So I'm going to turn you around right here in front so I can show you one of these Lysianthus. This is my first time growing these. They're so beautiful and they really do last a long time. I've learned a few lessons though, in case you want to know or you're interested in growing them. Buy plugs. Don't try to grow them from seed. They're hard to grow, and you can crowd them up in a pot. I put 3 plants to each one of these pots I'm about to show you, and I should have crowded them more, and they need to be tied up. They just kind of want to flop over, but I've been trying to come out here and cut them and bring them in the house so that hopefully I'll get more blooms. Well, I will, because I see that I have some that are trying to bloom now. So let me turn you around. Okay, the only one back here that's blooming, we've just had rain after rain after rain, but this is I don't know what color it is, but it's kind of like a pinky peach. They're just beautiful little flowers. And then these on this side were all the purple ones that I've already cut, and they're coming back. I think they're going to be smaller blooms, but that's okay. And I really think that I'm going to be able to overwinter them. I'm hoping I can. And then this, I had planted turnips in here, and lo and behold, I have a turnip. I don't know. I have one. It's getting ate up. And this is some store-bought ginger that I just stuck in here, and it's doing really well. So neglected things can grow. There are the girls. Good morning, ladies. This I never got planted yet. This is my Burnet. It started turning really yellow and looking pretty sad, so I just left it in this pot for now. I haven't had time. And this is Drops of Jupiter. Also have not gotten that out in the garden yet. But my lemon balm, this is I got from my mom's. I had bought it for her earlier this year. It's a red geranium, which is one of her favorite flowers. And then this one was my geranium, which is pink and white. There's some nettle, some purple nettle, purple dead nettle. This was my plume flower. It just finished blooming. This is, bee balm. That's an elderberry right there. Some of this stuff that was for, the shade, I'm sorry. Another elderberry. I don't remember what everything is. This might just be a weed. let me see it. Oh, no, this is lemon verbena. And this is my stevia. I need to cut it back. I had high hopes of drying it and powdering it up, but it's not going to happen this year. And then here's my kumquat tree. It's looking good. And this crazy hydrangea that I bought last year that I don't have the tag out here. It was an odd color, and it died back all the way this winter, and it's finally really starting to grow, but I don't know that I'm going to get any flowers off of it this year. So I think I'm going to have to really watch it over the winter if we have a cold winter. I tried to plant some moringa right here, but it's not coming up. These are my cherry tomatoes, and I literally have just gotten, 3 or 4 off of it. These were sun gold. I haven't done anything to them. I'm gonna be real honest with you. You are about to see this garden. Got some oak trees growing in here. No. This is my bay laurel. It's doing really good. I don't think this belongs in here either. This is my little dwarf chestnut. I have no idea what these are, because they sure don't look like chestnuts that I've seen, and I heard you had to have two, so I'm not sure what it's doing, but it's alive, and that's a plus. This is my mullein. Super happy to see it thriving so well. I meant to get it out by in the orchard, but that hasn't happened either. The mulch pile is gone. This is my Peggy Martin, and I believe some grasshoppers have been having a field day with her, but I think she'll still be okay. She's climbing on up. And then this is the Seven Sisters, and I'm trying to get it to stop making these huge long canes and to branch out some more, and I cut it. Oh, can't even pick it up. This thing is so thorny. I cut it, and it is starting to branch out some more, so I think next month I'll probably trim the other canes back pretty heavy. So let's just take a moment to appreciate the craziness of this garden right now. All of it is a volunteer pumpkin. It's growing behind the pig pen way back there. You can kind of see that it's pulling my fence down back there. We'll get to it in a minute. But I kind of just left it because I was hoping it would keep some of the weeds down, but it's starting to really pull my fence down. So I think sooner rather than later, I'm going to have to just get rid of it. I don't even know. I know this was from a pumpkin that I bought last year. I don't remember if we ate it, so I don't know how edible it is. This row has some basil growing on it, and my poor zucchini didn't make it. I got one white zucchini off of this one, and that's it. And all of these small ones down here, that's butternut squash, not doing much of anything. My Trumbacino is doing good, and then this one, I'm probably butchering how you say it, the long Denise. It's growing really well. I've hit my head on these things a few times, but I think I have one today I need to harvest, so I'm gonna just be thankful that I have something to harvest out here. There's some basil. I've been getting a lot of basil, making tea. I guess we'll just walk this way and come back up the next, because it's really difficult to tell right now what's weeds and what's not. And like I said, I have done nothing. I have not sprayed. I have not fertilized. Well, I did come out here, 2 or 3 weeks ago, and right before a storm, I literally tossed out blood and bone meal in a few places, and that was it. These are my sweet cherry peppers, and I've gotten a few off of it, but this is my first year growing these, and I wanted to like pickle them or stuff them with cheese. I threw those on the ground the other day because they're mushy. They came off of this plant, which is getting eaten, but I'm not getting enough of them at a time, and so they start going bad before I can get to them. So I opened up one, and this is all still just filling in the walkway here. I have come out and pollinated a few, but I don't know. I might look at it this morning, but honestly, I think I'm going to wind up with more than I can handle with the way my life is going right now. These are my hot peppers where these stakes are, and for the most part, they're starting to take off. So this morning, it is just so mushy. I know you can't tell, but I'm going to try to see if I can hoe out some of these weeds and throw down some bone and blood meal for those. This is another brown cherry. I'm going to have to start pulling these. I had no idea. I mean, I guess at least it's edible, but they're popping up everywhere. And I planted some other herbs along here. I know I planted a whole little bag of oregano, and this is all I have to show for it, but I'm just going to let it all go and we're going to see what God gives us. I planted some marjoram too, and I don't know that I see any of that. This is all just some regular basil here. This whole section along here, it's really hard to tell that that's a row, was zucchini, and they were looking all good, but the squash vine borers and other things have gotten to them, and I didn't get not a one off of any of these. Here's where all my bush beans were, and I really did want to get out here and try to pull out the biggest weeds and cover those rows, and sometime next month try one more time for some bush beans, but I just don't know if I have it in me this year, to be honest with you. And we'll get over there in a minute, but that ground cherry is huge. I've never grown one that big before. So there's absolutely nothing growing right here. A ton of marigold, which is good. I'm glad to see that. But even some of my marigolds had enough of this rain. This is purple globe basil. I'm going to try to move one of these plants up front to my herb flower bed, which is not doing so good, but there's nothing globe about these. I mean, it looks pretty, but they're not, I'm sure they're not doing their best. So down here at this end of the garden, these were some more zucchini and banana peppers, and I've been getting a few banana peppers here and there. I have 2 bell pepper plants left, and looks like I need to pick these real quick. I should have brought my basket. Let me make sure. I was going to just let them turn red, but if they're okay, it's just the sun. I thought they were starting to rot. I definitely didn't want that to happen. They need to be, hang on just a second. Let me see if I can bend it back. Okay, there we go. They need to be tied up some. Even my sunflowers have pooped out on me. I don't know, the last couple of years haven't been a good year for sunflowers, and this was my only regular green bean, pole bean that took off. These over here are all Christmas limas. And so I pick them when I can get to it, but honestly, unless I have my big boots on and pants, I'm not trying to get snake bit. So they've just been on the vine there. I do have to get a couple of these caputzas down today. My dad and my stepmom, I told them I'd bring them some, but it's not even looking that great. I guess it's in a different spot this year, and I just think we have just had a super wet summer here. It's just the regular everyday summertime rains, but it seems like we've just been in the line of fire every day for the last month, and it's starting to show. And these that are touching the ground down there, I got to get. And this one, I think I'm going to leave for seed because I don't have any more seeds, and that way I can plant them next year. I got one not quite full gallon. I think I might have showed it to you the other day off of this, my last sad little tomato that made it, which was better than nothing. So again, not complaining. Oh, and this is the first year that I've grown cantaloupe, and I guess I'm getting some cantaloupe. I need to order some of those little bag things to tie them up with. I have not, I don't know, do you have to hand pollinate cantaloupe? Because I see this one's like golf ball size, and I know in the back I have some more growing. I'll show you in a minute. There's one that's a little bit bigger right there. So in amongst here, there's 3 or 4. I planted some peppers that were supposed to be direct sown, and I see one of them tiny down there. These were sweet peppers. They didn't take off. Just a really weird year. This little area here, I had asked Denny not to weed eat because I threw a bunch of zinnias out, but although I do have some growing, this is like knee high for me right here. Really not a great place for me to be walking. So, I mean, all this marigold's at least 2 foot tall. So let me walk around. While I'm walking around, I'll show you my blackberry. It's doing really good. Something, again, has eaten some of it, but not too bad. So we're just going to let it go and see how it does. I have no idea. I think that makes berries off of the New Year's growth. So do I cut it back at the end of the year? I don't know. I'm going to have to do some research. And in all of my, I guess while we're right here, I'll show you the orchard. I moved around all of my grow bags, and they either had watermelon or some kind of winter squash in it. I don't think I planted any actual regular pumpkins, but this one is still alive. This one didn't make it. These weeds are sweet potatoes, and I need to go back and look and see when I planted them, because it might be time for me to get those. This is my LSU gold fig, and I was looking to see if I see any figs on it yet, but no. But the winter, the snow, this one had to come back from the bottom, so kind of not surprised. This is my O'Rourke, and I do have figs on it, so I'm going to have to be keeping an eye out for the birds. I don't want to lose them. I'm hoping to get to at least taste one of them. And there's my one of my apples. It's doing okay. I know nothing about taking care of fruit trees, so it's an experiment. I don't see anything. I mean, I see where something's been eaten on it, but nothing too bad. This is my pear. I think definitely next year I'm going to get another pear to go kind of this area right here. This is a watermelon. This is a Jubilee, the same kind that I grew last year. If you watched my channel last year, I actually got one of those, but these got planted super late, so it might be October. We'll be maybe getting a watermelon. All this blanket flower I really like. I hope it reseeds. This is some kind of pumpkin or winter squash. I planted, oh gosh, I'm gonna have to type it in the bottom of the screen, y'all. I'm sorry, I'm just so scatterbrained here lately. What's the Georgia one? I can't remember. So sorry. I'm pretty sure this is the Charleston Gray, because I only had 2 of them, and I stuck a piece of elderberry from my mom's in there. It didn't make it. That's another watermelon. Well, it's still green at the bottom. Maybe I'll just stick it back in there. We'll see what happens. I have a bunch of it that I've replanted. These 2 trees are my pawpaws, and they're looking okay. This was a big old chunk of elderberry that we cut down at Mom's last weekend, I think, or the weekend before. And again, I had dumped some compost and stuff out right here, so I just literally stuck it in there. And the rest of her, we had to cut down her rose bush because we have to move a shed out of her backyard. And this is all of that 7 Sisters. And I'm trying to root this a little bit differently. Oh gosh, the deer fly are terrible. I'm trying to root this with just dirt on top of it, so we'll see how that goes in case anybody in the family wants it, some of it. This is alive, amazingly, so I promise I will try to remember, y'all, and put it up on the screen what it was that I planted. This will be another winter squash. These were some, I don't even know, some kind of bulb that was on sale, 2 for $5 that I bought earlier this year. This is another winter squash. They at least are enjoying the rain because these grow bags do dry out pretty easy. This is my persimmon. I had high hopes for this to make this year, but it didn't. I guess I shouldn't be surprised. I haven't, next month I have to fertilize, I think, for the last time in August for the year, so I will do that. These 2 are my pineapple guavas, and they're looking okay. They made a couple of really odd looking flowers, and that was kind of the end of it, but this one's having some new growth on it, so And this was just lemon balm and lemon verbena that I threw out here. We're trying to go back when it cools down this fall. I thought that I was having all those issues. I thought it was rabbits. So along this back, we put up a little piece, some chicken wire. We're just going to go further up. I suspect I've seen more of these out here this year than any other time. Sorry, my hand is in the way. That's actually a big one. I suspect that's some of my problem. But I did put out Sluggo, and I don't know, it didn't save anything. Sorry about the angle of the sun, y'all. It's early. Let's try and get out here before it's 100 degrees. Well, this is my peach, and I don't know what's wrong with her. I joined the peach group on Facebook, and I still don't know what's wrong with her. So when I scratch some of these, they're not looking too good, but I'm going to fertilize her anyway, and we'll hope for the best next spring. My blueberries are done for the year. I can actually take these off. I probably got almost a whole pint between the two of them, which, considering I haven't been out here much, I was really pleased with. So I need to take those off. I'm gonna definitely plant more blueberries next year. And then this was my sad little raspberry. I'm pretty sure it didn't make it, this little stick. But maybe something will come up out of the end of the ground later. And this one did make it. It's trying. So I'm just leaving it. And maybe it's just going to take a couple years to get used to our climate. So no corn. I still ended up with no corn. Nothing even came up. I really have no idea what's wrong. Well, look, there's one. It's going to make a liar out of me. And this year, this is wild morning glory. And it starts popping up this time of year and will take over. Like, here's one of my marigolds, and just all of a sudden it's dying. I just don't know what's going on. These two rows right here, I had planned on coming and weeding. I planted my sweet peppers here, and you can see a few of them are trying hard to, I think I spaced them out pretty far apart, hoping that would help. But I don't see. Here's one that is trying to make it, but it's just so weedy. I'll have to come and see if I can get some of these weeds out maybe tomorrow afternoon. It's just too wet you can't cut them. You know, it's just so wet. And Wednesday, we have chances of some tropical weather coming in, so we shall see. All right, this was where I tried twice. I planted all of my cannellini beans that I had. They didn't come up. Planted twice along here with some more pole beans and rattlesnake beans. They didn't come up. I probably lost some of my lima beans through here just because I haven't been out here to look and pick them, but I know I have them in there. I'm not sure if you can see. Let me zoom you in some. There's some right there. These are more cantaloupes, and I did tie these up the other day, and I've really, when I get back in the house, I've got to order those things from Amazon. That's like a little softball size, and I'm just concerned that they won't be able to hang on their own. So I have 3, 4, look, I can tell you right now, this is an issue. I wish I was closer to the chickens. Oh, I hate these things. Y'all see that? I think that's called a lubber grasshopper. Some people call them devil's horses. I don't know. They are the devil. They will eat everything and they're hard to kill too. I don't have my gloves on. If I have my gloves, look how big he is. This is his belly. Just feasting away on my cantaloupe. Anyway, like this one's got, sorry, y'all, I'm so out of practice. I apologize. I can't thank those of you enough that have stuck around and with this channel when my ADD is out of control and I'm just all over the place. Especially now. Whoa, Christy, get it? I think I have you zoomed in. Here's another one. So hopefully I'll get some cantaloupes. I did throw some fertilizer out. There's some kind of bug poop. And my okra. I've got to get out here. I will have to spray something on these. I need to see what kind of stuff I have for aphids, because the aphids, they love okra, and the ants love the aphids, and we all know how I feel about ants. But like some of these this one's trying to make right here. So hopefully I'll be swimming in okra at least, maybe. I'm not going to complain about that. And let me see if I can walk you over here just to get you an idea of how big this brown cherry is. I mean, this originally, right along in here, was where I tried planting peanuts, and that was an epic fail. But I mean, that is 3 foot tall and 3 foot wide. So let me come back around and show y'all the back. This was all corn, and these were dragon tongue beans. Well, you can't even see the row. I'll stand on it. This row right here was dragon tongue beans, and something ate it all up, enjoyed every bit of it. So I do have some plants out here. I am going to line this back area here where it's super shady, and I'm going to just be putting some more perennials back here. This is some kind of salvia. This one that's not looking too great was a really bright blue one, and hopefully she'll do all right despite being neglected, because that one was really pretty when it bloomed. This is a butterfly bush, and it's called kaleidoscope. So it starts out being like this pink with orange, and then it moves on to a more purpley color. Every one of them is kind of different. It's really pretty, and the pollinators love it. This is my little lilac. It's supposed to grow up to zone 10. We're gonna limp along with her and see if we can make it work. So we cut this. This volunteer pumpkin was all right here. Denny cut it down for me, yet it's still growing. I wasn't able to get out here and take care of my celery, so all of that is not doing great. I'm just gonna leave it for the rest of the summer and hope that it comes back. My dill got huge, and started making seeds before I got cucumbers, so I couldn't use fresh dill. That's just kind of the way it goes here. My echinacea in there is just going crazy. And then there's one small pumpkin there. This one is really weighing down my fence. But I know it's not ready to cut just yet, so I'm hoping that it doesn't just completely break it down. I mean, if the deer wanted to get across it, they could do it now anyway. So anyway, this one, I truthfully don't know back here. I could have another pumpkin back there somewhere, but I'm not walking back there to see. And while I'm here, look how sweet. I love it when they, see if I can get a picture. I love it, and to come out here in the mornings and see the bumblebees. Over here, I'm trying to watch out for ant beds and everything else. I stuck some elderberry in the ground. I was trying to see. I don't see it. I kind of didn't think it would make it. I'm not seeing it right off. I see some wild blackberries right there, but they're just so thorny, and when they do make, I mean, this whole back here used to be full of them, but when they do make, they're small and they're super seedy. Not really that great tasting. And here are my cucumbers. So I think I mentioned once before that I couldn't remember what these were. These are the Dashers. Dasher 2 that everybody in my area just brags over. And it may just be where it is in the garden that it's not doing great. Or maybe it's just starting out slow. But here's one I kind of missed the other day. I haven't picked yet. Today I'm going to do that after I get finished filming. And these were National Pickling. And then the one I've gotten the most out of, over there is my Market More. Those usually don't let me down, but last year was a 0 pickle year pretty much. Well, cucumber. I barely got any cucumbers last year, and this year I'm getting to stock my pantry with pickles and relish, so I'm happy about that. This pumpkin might be getting close to being ready. It's kind of getting bigger, so I definitely have one there. Back here in these grow bags, which they're just completely, look, the pumpkins have taken over. I have sweet potatoes in there, but they were doing terribly, and I was keeping the pumpkins off of it, and you can tell I haven't. I'm gonna have to put some pants on and long sleeves. I'm telling y'all, this year I always get ate up when I'm picking okra, cucumbers, pumpkin, anything like that. But this year has been the worst. So I bought me one of those like dry fit, whatever, long sleeve shirts. But do I have it on today? No. So this is still that same pumpkin vine, and it's still, you can see a kind of small one right there. And I guess I'll address Mr. Pig right there. You'll notice that Pickles is gone. I found her a good home. We wanted to make this bigger on out into the kind of more, there was a hummingbird right by my head, more out into the swamp area, but it just didn't happen for us. And trying to deal with my mom, and being, I have to deal with her estate and everything. So we're just getting out of the pig business. And so Pig has one more week left here. And I guess that's all I'll say about that. But we found Pickles a really good home. They renamed her to Cindy Lou, and she is, I think the other pig's name is Maribel. And the lady that got her has sent me some videos and stuff, and she's on Facebook. I will try to remember to tag her. I don't know if she has a YouTube channel, but I know she's on Facebook. So let me walk you over here. I'm just going to go ahead and show you everything today. It hasn't been, it's 30 minutes, but y'all know I can talk longer than that. These are our muscadines, and we got the poles up but didn't get the supports done, but they're just kind of not doing a whole lot anyway. I mean, at least I have them tied to the poles. So one of these is a Carlos, and the other one is a Scuppernong. And so far, knock on wood, the deer haven't found them. But let me walk around to the front yard, because I do have something to show you out there. Oh, the grass just won't stop growing. I think I probably mentioned this, but not 100% sure. For Mother's Day, my kids bought me this. It's a type of magnolia that I can't help myself, y'all. Sorry. It has the little small flowers that smell like bananas. If you know, you know. Oh gosh, it's so squishy. I mean, it didn't rain here yesterday, but look at all that standing water. This is a, oh, come on now, Christy, you know what it is. Oh, it has the little, some kind of little white ball flowers. Oh, I'm so sorry. I don't remember, but it's doing good right there. It likes water, so it likes swampy areas, so I knew it would be okay up here. My rosemary's going crazy. I need to trim it back. There's a few, I had a few like extra, I can't see what y'all are seeing because of the sun behind me. A few extra Lysianthus I put in here, and I literally just I emptied out some old seed packets in here. And honestly, I had expected more to grow. The little white flowers, my sweet sister-in-law gave me those, and she gave me some vincas after Mom's funeral. And so my celosia hasn't even started to bloom. These are supposed to be all my fancy zinnias, and honestly, I'm not that wowed by them. I paid a lot of money for those seeds because I thought, well, I can save the seeds, but I don't know, and I need to come back. I think I planted this here thinking that it was some celosia, but I don't know if that is. So anyway, I don't know. Oh, my roses. Oh, look, she's blooming. This is my morning glory rose. I believe that's what it's called. I can't actually look and see. Oh, no, I can't. Plants. I think it's morning something. It's pretty. It changes colors. She's pretty stunted, but kind of not surprised with all the rain that we've been getting. And she's got ants all around her. She's getting black spot. It doesn't do a lick of good for me to spray if it's going to rain the same day. This is my trousseau rose. Sorry. This is my trousseau rose, and it's bigger. It's probably twice the size of the other one, so it looks pretty good, and it's been blooming. The little frog came from my mom's yard. And then this bed also is full of ants. I've tried like spraying them hard with water, spraying them out. They just literally went from right here to right here. And I have just been completely ignoring this bed. I see some cosmos. There's some vinca and that other little flower that my sister-in-law gave me. And then this was the Sweet William in the front. And now this time of year, when the heat really gets on, the dollarweed kind of goes away. This is another butterfly bush that's getting ready to bloom. It's a lavender color, but it's not looking so hot. I don't know. Maybe it's just transplant shock. We're gonna hope that's all it is, because I didn't know if that one would take wet feet, so I got another little planter for it. My yarrow has stayed the same. It's just not for my area. Even though it's facing east, it still gets a lot of sun. This is a weed. My dahlia that's from seeds trying to come up over here too, and more yarrow. I really think that's a weed, but I guess I'll wait before I pull that one. This is lime basil, and I don't know. I'm gonna think of it in a minute. It starts with a C. This is some volunteer basil that just volunteered in here with my oak tree. This is a white oak. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. These are wild portulaca. That is. This isn't. And then this is my herb bed. My dill, I just let it go to seed out here. And I had, I don't know, 3 kinds of oregano growing, and 2 of them made it. I think this one's Greek and that's Italian, and then I had another kind. I just came in here and unloaded a whole bunch of herbs, seed-wise, and they didn't come back up. This is, I tasted, that's a blue spice, and it is spicy. It's kind of weird. Blue spice basil. That's just, I cut it back. It flowered once. I cut it back, and now it's flowering again, so maybe that one's going to take hold. But try and talk a little faster now because it's hot and I'm sweating. And I still got to at least go pick cucumbers if I don't do anything else today. And I got to fix. So let me stop in the shade right here and I'll show you. Over here, my mulberry, we put up some kind of temporary fence for hoping it would last for a couple of years till it got bigger. We're just going to let that one get as big as it wants to get. But, oh wait, sorry, something just bit me. I've got to go fix that. We lost our flagpole in a storm a week or 2 ago. We'd been saying every time a storm blows through, that pole's looking shorter. I mean, it's bending further and further. So it wasn't a great surprise that it fell. So my wonderful husband, God bless him, he is such a blessing. He bought me this huge magnolia. I think I'll take a picture next to it for my for this video, so that we could plant it in Mama's name. And so this tree's name is Granny. And I can see right now that it's got ants all in it. We didn't want to plant it till the winter time, and it kept falling over, so we had to stake it down. So let me show you this real quick. I think this is either foxglove or hollyhocks. I thought that's all I planted. I planted snapdragons out here, and I had 1 snapdragon grow. But this is the purple lisianthus. I think I did show those, but they're just flopping over because of all the rain. And you can see I didn't get out here and cut them back. I should have. I guess it's not too late. This is definitely, oh, that was not a weed. Okay, I'm gonna have to put that back. This one is the weed. I didn't even show y'all. I just pulled out one of my lisianthus. This is the weed. So anyway, well, all right. Let me turn you around. All right, y'all. Thank you for listening to all my rambling. And that's a look at the July garden. Pretty much, I forgot to show you the stuff on the porch. I have two, sorry, trying not to stand in ants. I have two passion vines. One's like a magenta color and the other's the regular purple, that are going to go back there when Pig leaves us. But I gotta wait to plant those in the ground till next year. So they're just gonna stay in pots for now. And then I have some stuff in my planter boxes I forgot to show, but that's okay. So thank y'all so much if you made it this far. I appreciate all of you. I hope that y'all have a blessed day, and keep sending me prayers. Thank y'all so much. See you next time. Bye.